Alright guys, thank you for joining me with Art Sphere today. We are going to be doing a super fun experiment. We are going to be making a baking soda volcano. So many of you might have done this before. We're just going to do a quick tutorial of how we do this, and we've done this in some of our classes, so it's really fun to do the larger groups for them to see how volcanoes erupt. So what you will need for this is your vinegar, your baking soda. We have food coloring if you want to make a colorful volcano. You're going to need a spoon. I am using a funnel just to make things easier. It'll keep the mess away. And then I also have a large baking sheet to make sure that everything stays in my area, so that would probably be very recommended, or if you have cardboard to cover your area. And then lastly, I have my plastic bottle, so I'm just going to place this in the middle. You might need to secure it down with like Play-Doh to make a real volcano, or just some tape just to make sure that it stays where it is. So to begin with, we are going to put in our baking soda. So I'm just gonna put my funnel in, and then I'm gonna do about 3 or 4 scoops. So it depends on how big you want your reaction to be, or how long you want it to be. So I'm just gonna do a couple more, maybe another one. So I would really recommend having a funnel for this. It makes it a lot easier. If you don't have a funnel, you could cut the top of the bottle off to make the opening bigger, and it'd be easier for you to pour your ingredients into this. So next we are going to put our food coloring in. So lava is usually red, but you can also use different colors. I'm going to do maybe blue and green. So just a couple drops of each. We're going to see how it mixes together. Alright. Lastly, we have our vinegar. We're going to add that. So you just want to make sure that this is stable, that you have your funnel. And as soon as it starts to react, you want to move your funnel out of the way so it doesn't get caught in the eruption, and you want to move your hands out of the way so you don't get food dye on them, and just make sure that you have a good distance from it. So volcanoes are actually formed by tectonic plates, which make up the crust of the earth, and when those come together and rub and friction, this causes magma to form under the earth, and magma is just hot melted earth that has come from the earth's core. So this comes out when the tectonic plates continue to move together frequently, and it will continue to build up until there's enough pressure that it will come out of the top, like we're going to see in a minute. And once the magma comes out of the top of the volcano, it is known as lava, which is a more familiar term. So we are going to watch our lava come out of the top of this as we watch the reaction between baking soda and vinegar. So we're just going to pour an amount in until we see it start to react. And then we can always add more if it's not, and it'll continue to come out like this. So there we had a really quick reaction. We still have a lot of baking soda at the bottom. So that happened really, really quickly. With a volcano, it doesn't. It goes on very much slower. So you could add more baking soda and more vinegar to continue to do this. You could build up your volcano with Play-Doh or clay to make it look more like a volcano and have a more sciencey look to it. But basically what we just saw happen was that our baking soda is the base, and it combined with our acid, which is our vinegar, and these two combine to form carbonic acid and water, and then the carbonic acid and water dissolves really quickly to form carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is what makes it fizz like this, and now it looks like soda in the bottle with all the bubbles, if you could see it. And that is what happens in soda when you have all the carbonated drink, is our carbon dioxide. So that is the reaction that happens to form our lava. So you guys could do this again. You could use a little bit more baking soda. You could also add dish soap in to have more bubbles if you wanted to try that. And you could also experiment with the different colors that we have. So it's completely up to you guys how you guys want to do this. You can definitely experiment. You can make a bigger volcano. You can use bigger bottles, or you can use more ingredients of each. But I hope you guys were able to understand that, to get a little bit more understanding about how volcanoes work and are formed. And I hope you guys have a chance to try this out on your own. So if you do, please hashtag us at Love Art Sphere Inc.